Okay, well, good evening and welcome to this evening's meeting of Citizens for Informed Land Use, or CILU. We are fortunate tonight to be hosting members from the Holmdel Green Team, who will be sharing with us their insights on recent initiatives, including Holmdel's Community Energy Plan. They are in the process of forming a community energy planning team and will tell us how residents can get involved in working toward a more sustainable Holmdel. Holmdel was recently awarded a $10,000 New Jersey BPU Community Energy Plan grant to support these efforts with guidance and technical help from Sustainable Jersey. I'm Julie Roth. I'm the current president of CILU, and I have with me Bill Little from the CILU board, Mary Rose Little from the Holmdel Green Team, and Betsy Shelton from the Holmdel Green Team. Thank you for joining us this evening. So CILU is a community organization founded in 1998. This is our 27th year to preserve Holmdel's farmland and other natural resources and open spaces, particularly the Swimming River Reservoir. So our mission is to give citizens the information they need to advocate for good government and to ensure we are effective at protecting the town that we all love. So CILU follows issues in town to identify what effects they will have on our quality of life. And currently we are watching development plans being presented for both the former Vonage and the former Inverness properties, as well as other properties around Holmdel. Those two that I mentioned are firmly within the watershed of the Swimming River Reservoir. And we also continue to monitor Holmdel's plans for stormwater management since flooding has become a more persistent problem in the northern parts of our town. So this evening, we are very happy to have with us Mary Rose Little and Betsy Shelton from the Green Team. If you have any questions for them following their presentation, please put them in the Q&A. So Mary Rose and Betsy, thank you for everything you do for our community and welcome.
Thank you very much, Julie. And hello, CILU. We are Betsy Shelton and Mary Rose Little, as Julie said, co-chairs of the 2025 Holmdel Green Team. Thank you for having us here to speak about the Green Team's work. The slides from this presentation will be made available after the meeting, so you have access to the links and we're providing tonight. Next slide. These are a few of the topics we plan to discuss this evening. We will briefly introduce the Green Team, our members, and our history. We will describe a few recent projects, including the Environmental Resources Inventory and the Community Energy Planning Project. We will finish with green resolutions you may consider adopting for 2025. We will speak for about 30 minutes, and then we will have time for your questions.
Mary Rose, you're muted. We can't hear you right now. That's okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Now we can see and hear you. Perfect.
Okay, there we go. Our other Green Team members include Dr. Robert Wilson, Dr. Elizabeth Wilson, Sushma Patel, Mike Rauquark. Environmental Commissioner Dr. Janet Chappell is our Holmdel Environmental Commission liaison, and Deputy Mayor Kim LaMountain serves as our co-chair and our liaison to the Township Committee. The Holmdel Green Team is an advisory committee to the Township whose members are appointed to one-year terms. Holmdel residents are welcome to contact us at greenteam@holmdeltownship.com with questions and suggestions. Our meetings are open to the public. We generally meet on the first Monday of each month, but we occasionally change location or meet remotely. So please email us if you plan to attend a meeting so we can coordinate with you. The Green Team lost a few members in recent years due to relocation or increased work responsibilities. As you will see in the following slides, we have a lot of exciting work going on. So anyone who's interested in volunteering for the Green Team is welcome to attend a meeting to learn more or sign up at the link on the Green Team webpage to be formally appointed to the Green Team by our Township Committee.
Holmdel Cool Cities was established in 2008 and became a Green Team in 2010 when the township registered with Sustainable Jersey, which is a nonprofit organization which assists local governments and public schools work towards a better future for New Jersey by pursuing sustainability initiatives. Sustainable Jersey provides technical assistance, training, a framework for green teams, certification, and grants for sustainable projects. The Green Team's overall goal is to help Holmdel and all its residents move toward greater sustainability. Meaning, don't use up the good stuff that we have here in Holmdel and don't mess up this beautiful place where we live. We can do this through more efficient energy use, less waste, and actions that give us clean air and clean water. The result is a better life and a better future for all of us.
You might be wondering what the difference is between the Green Team and the Environmental Commission, which are both advisory boards to the Township Committee. The Holmdel Environmental Commission has many responsibilities, which include identifying, researching, and advising the Township Committee on environmental issues that may affect the township and/or its residents. In addition, the Environmental Commission reviews applications which come before the planning and zoning boards for their environmental impact. As you'll see later, they are heavily involved in implementing a project for which the Green Team helped secure funding last year. The Environmental Commission receives support and guidance from the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions, ANJEC, with which some of you may be familiar.
The Green Team is charged with exploring and informing the Township Committee and Holmdel residents of sustainable community-based solutions on behalf of our residents, and as such has a lot of freedom in topics that we investigate. As mentioned previously, we receive guidance from Sustainable Jersey, but we are free to explore other topics as well and share what we learn with the Township Committee and the community. The more people we have to help with this work, the more we can learn and the more sustainable our community becomes.
So while the goals of these two advisory boards are similar, there are major differences in the kind of work that we do. The Green Team has worked for the past 16 years to benefit Holmdel in important ways to improve the environment. Here are just a few of our projects you may have seen around town. Water filling stations in some parks in Holmdel High School, plastic film recycling at Town Hall, and the anti-idling campaign at Holmdel High School. The Green Team initiated these projects, acquired grants for some, and helped implement them, often in cooperation with our Department of Public Works and the Department of Recreation. The plastic film collection earned the town a Trex bench, and the process of handling the material is now done entirely by DPW staff. Recently, there was an issue with the plastic film collection, and the Green Team researched and found a solution to the problem to help the Department of Public Works. The Holmdel Community Garden, located between the post office and the senior center, was proposed by a junior member of the Green Team who was a Holmdel High School student at that time. The township approved her suggestion, grants were obtained, and the Green Team, Holmdel High School Eco Club, the Boy Scouts, and the township collaborated on the project. The community garden is now managed entirely by the Recreation Department. These examples emphasize the importance of our working relationships facilitated by our liaisons. The township has repeatedly expressed appreciation for our efforts. While they can't always implement our proposals, they always listen. Some more recent Green Team activities are shown on this slide. We've added many links to the Green Team webpage on the township website, which we try to keep up to date. For example, we just added information about a new home electrification coaches network through which people can get free help understanding home efficiency upgrade options. We'll discuss this more later. We also recently learned of a way to recycle textiles and other items that can't otherwise be donated, including shoes, and added that to the links on our webpage. The textile recycling information came about because a resident emailed us this question, and we investigated options. We encourage you to explore these links and email us if you have any questions or suggestions.
Last year, the Green Team worked with Holmdel's grant coordinator to apply for 2 grants, which were awarded to the township. We're very proud of receiving these grants, and we'll discuss both shortly. We've reached out to Holmdel School District, connecting with the science department and the district's energy specialist, and have been working with science teachers on projects related to native plants and other sustainability topics. The school district has formed its own sustainability team, and we look forward to continuing that partnership. The Green Team has investigated EVs and EV charger models and available grants and rebates. When the township is ready to purchase electric vehicles and install EV chargers, we have information and contacts that can help them. Lastly, the township supports our attendance at the annual Sustainability Summit at Bellworks to learn about new opportunities and connect with others that can help in our work.
Last year, you may have seen us in CELU's February webinar, very briefly, on community solar, or stopped by our table at Earth Day at Bayonet Farm to hear about community solar from a subscriber perspective. We want to take a moment to review what community solar is about for anyone who missed that presentation, because we think it's a very important topic. Community solar enables residents to use renewable energy and save money without installing their own solar panels. Residents subscribing to a community solar are helping to clean the grid in New Jersey of fossil fuels and reduce emissions that contribute to warming the planet. By subscribing to a community solar project, you are encouraging the generation of renewable energy in New Jersey and creating local jobs. This image describes how community solar works. A community solar developer builds a solar project, usually on a rooftop of a large building where they are not visible from below. The energy generated by the community solar project feeds into the electric grid. Residents subscribe to a community solar project and are allocated a portion of the electricity that the project generates. The subscriber receives a modest credit on their electric bill each month, sharing in the savings generated by the solar project. It's fine if the subscriber uses more electricity than they're allocated in a given month. The rest of the electricity that they need comes from their utility company as usual, but not at a discounted rate. Community solar is a fledgling industry in New Jersey, and it's not without its growing pains, but we are excited to tell people about it because it helps increase the amount of clean energy New Jersey produces, which lessens our reliance on other forms of energy which contribute to emissions.
The key facts about community solar are: anyone who pays their own electric bill is eligible to subscribe to a community solar project and receive a discount on their electric bill. Nothing is installed at a subscriber's house or apartment. Community solar is a New Jersey BPU regulated program with controls in place for consumer protection. There is a project finder on Sustainable Jersey's website, which locates available projects based on your zip code and utility provider. Community solar can help residents, but at the moment, there is not enough capacity to meet the demand. Residents can still sign up and will be put on a wait list until new projects, which are currently under construction, are finished and spots open up. See the links on the Green Team webpage for more information and to get to the project finder.
Last year, the Green Team encouraged the township to apply for free energy technical assistance from Sustainable Jersey in order to expedite a municipal energy audit and identify funding for energy efficiencies. The township applied for this program and has been working with our dedicated Sustainable Jersey technical support person with Green Team participation. This information will be very useful. The first step in any energy efficiency planning is an energy audit. The energy use data has already been gathered, although the facility walkthroughs and subsequent recommendations are currently on hold by the utility company. The energy data alone could be useful to the community energy planning process, our newest initiative, which we'll discuss in later slides.
Holmdel has earned Sustainable Jersey's bronze level certification 3 times in the past 10 years by completing actions which earn points toward the certification. Our 2022 certification will expire this year, so the Green Team is busy working on our 2025 application for recertification. The certification process provides municipalities with guidance for actions which save money, conserve resources, and identify funding opportunities. I lost my place here. And these things build sustainable, healthier, and more resilient communities. One of the reasons Sustainable Jersey certification is important to us is that it makes us eligible for grants which are administered by Sustainable Jersey with funding from various sources. If you'd like to help the Green Team, we'd welcome extra hands for this certification work.
Last year, we collaborated with the Holmdel Environmental Commission to apply for a grant to update our environmental resources inventory, formerly called Natural Resources Inventory. The Green Team applied for the grant because it is administered by Sustainable Jersey and only green teams were eligible to apply. The ERI is part of the town's master plan, which should be updated every 10 years, and ours was a little overdue. This $20,000 PSE&G grant was awarded to the township in May. An up-to-date ERI helps the township make land use decisions and planning decisions which benefit the health, safety, and well-being of its residents and preserve the natural resources of Holmdel. CELU is a project partner, supported the application, and is listed as one of our project partners. Thank you, CELU, for supporting this important project and offering to help however the township sees fit, as you wrote. Perhaps there will be opportunities to help in some ways once the draft document is available, and or have the Holmdel Environmental Commission presented at a future CELU webinar. Stay tuned. The Holmdel Environmental Commission and the township are working closely with the consultant that was chosen to create the ERI. A draft document is expected shortly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our newest initiative, which we are very excited about, is to create a community energy plan in which communities collaboratively select energy initiatives that help fulfill the goals of the state's energy master plan. We are actively recruiting residents now who would like to participate in this unique opportunity to work alongside municipal staff and elected officials to assess the town's energy needs and look for opportunities for energy resiliency, renewable energy, and energy efficiency. This is what has happened so far. Green Team and the Environmental Commission recommended that the township apply for this $10,000 grant, and it was awarded in August. And the grant work effectively kick-started this initiative. The Green Team, Environmental Commission, and Holmdel staff participated in the intake meeting in November 2024, at which we were provided our community energy data and planning resources, and we met our dedicated technical support person. We are building the community energy plan team now, including community volunteers. So it's not too late to join us if you're interested. The first meeting of the planning team will be Tuesday, January 28th. If you're interested in attending, please register in advance so we can share meeting details and more information. More details can be found on the township website or the Green Team webpage. The next few slides describe the community energy plan process and timeline and are used with the permission of Sustainable Jersey.
So what is community energy planning and what does a plan include? Well, first, the team is formed, and the planning team identifies energy initiatives of interest to the municipality, researches them, and records information about them in a workbook provided by Sustainable Jersey. The team develops a community energy plan based on the workbook information, which details past energy accomplishments, community energy usage data, and strategies and plans for future initiatives. Community energy plans typically include initiatives in transportation, renewable energy, and energy efficiency.
Excuse me. The benefits of a community energy plan are shown on this slide. Better understanding of how energy is used in the community, a consolidated list of the municipality's past energy accomplishments, clear, agreed-upon set of energy initiatives to be implemented in the next 3 to 5 years. Information on funding opportunities to complete some of these selected initiatives. Having a complete community energy plan may open up additional funding options. For example, New Jersey BPU's CEP implementation grant is up to $250,000. Completing a CPE can earn the township 10 points in the Sustainable Jersey Certification Program, which the Green Team is, of course, thrilled for. On the right of this slide are images of actual plants which were created in New Jersey through this program.
So this slide gives an overview of the process. As previously mentioned, we've had our intake meeting at which we received guidance and community energy data from Sustainable Jersey. Looking at this timeline, we should attempt to have a draft by the end of June, then share it with the community for comment, and finalize the plan for adoption by the Township Committee by the end of October 2025. It may seem intimidating, but this is only as large a task as we decide to make it. Sustainable Jersey provides a lot of help, and we have grant funds. Greater participation will lead to more ideas and viewpoints and better results, so we encourage you to be involved if you have an interest in this kind of work.
So, what does a community energy plan contain? It is intended to align with the New Jersey Energy Master Plan, which has 7 different strategies, each containing multiple initiatives for which we can choose. This slide shows 6 of the 7 strategies in the New Jersey Energy Master Plan. Strategy 5 is not included here since it does not apply to municipalities. Within these 6 strategies, there are 40 initiatives that we may consider. There's no minimum number of strategies we must consider. We will want to choose initiatives, though, that we think make sense for Holmdel. Based on our energy data, the sustainability work the township has already accomplished, and goals the township has expressed. There is much flexibility in the process. We can choose any number of initiatives to pursue and customize them as needed, based on Holmdel's specific situation. What we undertake will be based on Holmdel's needs and vision, and how many people volunteer to help with this effort. So we encourage your participation if you're interested.
So as an example, these are the 10 initiatives listed within Strategy 1 that are offered for our consideration. Strategy 1 is reducing energy consumption and emissions from the transportation sector. Almost 30% of greenhouse gas emissions come from the transportation sector nationally, and some reports say that number is higher in New Jersey. So this is an important strategy for us to consider. The township has already accomplished some of these initiatives, we think, and is considering others. Completing the energy plan will document what has already been done and identify possible ways to move forward on this strategy. As mentioned earlier, some research on purchasing EVs for fleet use and for their accompanying EV charging stations has already been done. So we will, at a minimum, be documenting what we know in Initiative 1.4. We've been told that our first responders have received training on EVs, so we may be gathering that information for 1.2. This slide just serves an example of the kinds of initiatives we may be considering.
So if you're interested in helping to produce a community energy plan for Holmdel, we encourage you to sign up to attend our first meeting on January 28th. The link to sign up is at the top of the Green Team webpage on the township website, along with the CEP links for your information. Registrants will be emailed details prior to that meeting. No particular qualifications are needed, aside from an interest in sustainability and a willingness to research and learn. A listing of all the potential initiatives is on a later slide, so prior to January 28th, you can be thinking about which might be a good fit for the township and which you might be interested in.
So, on a slightly different note, in keeping with wishes for a happy and healthy 2025, we offer you some green resolutions you personally might consider based on information we have gathered throughout the years about sustainability topics, many of which can be found on the links on the Green Team webpage. Some of these tie into this community energy plan and might be ideas we could promote within the community as part of residential outreach in strategies 1 and 3 particularly. The community energy plan is an opportunity for community-wide sustainability actions to be identified as well. We're happy to discuss any of these suggestions with you and would love to hear any additional ideas you have for making 2025 a year of increased sustainability in our community. So our first suggestion is pretty simple. Use less energy. Adjust the thermostat, use LED lights, hang laundry to dry, wash in cold water when possible, use drapes to control the temperature.
Number 2 is eat a plant-based diet. Eat vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Eat less red meat and dairy.
Keep food out of the landfill by not wasting it and by composting. Food in landfills produces methane, which is many times more potent a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. The good news is that it degrades faster, much faster than carbon dioxide, so reducing the amount of methane we produce will have a much more immediate effect. The county sells composters at a substantial discount.
Number 4, avoid plastics, especially single-use plastics. Use metal and glass refillable containers for water, coffee, etc. Carry metal travel utensils and straws, and bring your own takeout containers to your favorite restaurants.
Which is something we always forget to do. You should leave them in the car. Plant native plants and trees and remove invasives to support biodiversity.
Number 6, reuse and repair everything you can. Investigate buy nothing groups and thrift stores rather than purchasing new or throwing out old.
There are decisions that many of us make which affect the amount of carbon we produce by burning fossil fuels. Where we get our electricity from, the kind of car we drive, how we heat our hot water, how we dry our clothes, and how we cook. When we make these choices, they are often locked in for a number of years because appliances last for a while. Rewiring America is a nonprofit leading efforts in home electrification, which means changing out your appliances over time to ones that don't burn natural gas or oil. They offer planners on their website to help renters and homeowners prioritize their efforts to make sustainable choices based on cost and available tax incentives and rebates for home electrification. Some of their ideas are mentioned below.
Number 8 is conduct an energy audit of your home or your business and consider the recommended changes. Federal tax incentives for weatherization are available, and JCP&L offers free or low-cost audits depending on income.
Choose renewable energy to power your home by subscribing to a community solar project, installing your own panels if you have the wherewithal to do that, or through your utility company. If you don't pay your own utility bill, ask your landlord to choose renewable energy.
When replacing appliances, consider high-efficiency heat pumps to replace furnaces, heat pump water heaters, heat pump clothes dryers, and induction stoves. JCP&L rebates and federal tax incentives are available for most of these appliances. Heat pump versions of major appliances may be about 4 times more efficient than your electric ones.
If home electrification decisions seem too daunting, help is available from a local volunteer electrification coach network, which we mentioned before, whose members have been trained by Rewiring America, and they have undertaken their own home electrification journeys. The New Jersey Electrification Coaching Network has a Substack which contains articles that they have written, and you can use a form on their Substack to request a coach be assigned to you. Their services are free, and the coaches are working together to ensure that they make good recommendations.
Number 12 is reduce use of fossil fuels in transportation. For example, use mass transit, combine your trips, carpool when feasible, fly less. Consider a hybrid or an electric vehicle if purchasing a new one. State and federal incentives may be available.
Tell others about the choices that you are making, including your elected officials. Let them know that sustainability is important to you.
Join or start a green team in town, in your place of worship, or your place of business.
Join climate action groups to advocate for sustainable policy. In addition to what we can each do individually, public policy that supports the development and adoption of renewable energy is essential. The next slides contain some links to additional information about some of the topics we've discussed. Again, you can also find links to many of these topics on the Green Team webpage or on the Township website. The following two slides contain a listing of all the CEP initiatives in the 6 strategies, I think there's 42 of them, that apply to municipalities. We are not expected to do all of them. We can do as few as we think are reasonable and make sense for Holmdel. This just gives you an idea of the options we have available to us. Please come to our January 28th meeting with your areas of interest.
Okay. We both thank you, Silu, for the opportunity to speak with you tonight on behalf of the Holmdel Green Team. We hope you see that the Green Team brings enthusiasm, resources, research, and contacts to help with sustainability projects and activities in Holmdel, and which helps to optimize the quality of life for all of our residents. We're here to help. Please reach out to us with your questions, concerns, and suggestions, or attend one of our meetings. The QR code showing on this slide will bring you will bring you to a PDF of this presentation so that you can click through to any of the links you might be interested in. We will conclude this evening by taking your questions, comments, or suggestions. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. There was so much fantastic information in your presentation and really professionally presented. So thank you. I know I learned a lot, and I consider myself somewhat green, but wow, I really did learn a lot. I had no idea there were such things as New Jersey electrification coaches. So I'm intrigued.
Brand new. It's brand new, Julie.
Oh, is it? Okay. It's
Yeah.
very cool. So the work you're doing is really exciting and it's really important. So let's see if anyone has any questions in the Q&A. I think we have one. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, wait, hold on. I just did something to my screen. Sorry, my screen's not working. Sorry. Oh, it says, the green resolutions are impressive and daunting. Which is the most important and where can I start? It's a good question.
I would start with the low-hanging fruit. Do things you can do easily so you are not discouraged. That would be my recommendation. Change to doing laundry in cold waters whenever you can. Close your drapes to keep the heat in, and in the summer, keep the sun out. If you own a home, I think doing a home energy audit is a great place to start because we haven't done one yet, so I can't speak from personal experience, but the information that they yield is phenomenal, and it will help you make a plan to move in the right direction. If you don't have solar panels on your home, if you own your own home, or if you're an apartment dweller, sign up for community solar. That's something you can do very easily. And I did say it's a fledgling industry. It's going to take a while to get on an active project because they're building them now. It's only the 3rd year of the program. And once people learned about it, a lot of people signed up. So it will take a while. But the sooner you get on the wait list, the sooner you start contributing. Those are my thoughts. Betsy, how about you?
I totally agree with everything you just said, Mary Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a second question. It says, do I have to be technologically savvy to go to the January 28th meeting?
No, not at all.
Not at all. We need all kinds of inputs.
Yep.
We need people we need everybody's viewpoint. So if you have interest in sustainability, please come.
Yeah, it's going to be a interesting discussion, and that's really what it is. It's a discussion of the program, learning about who we each are, so we can understand everybody's interests, and then to kind of see where we think together we should go. And the township will be involved as well.
Yes, the township will be represented, and we have reached out to the school district and to some businesses in Holmdel. So we're trying to get a good cross-section of interests, and the more people we have, the better the result will be, I think.
Absolutely.
Great
So we're
answer.
very excited because it's a really unique opportunity for all these different people to sit down and trade ideas.
It sounds wonderful. Oh, this was the next question I was going to ask. How much time would you think I was committing to? That's a very good question. Uh,
For which,
well,
being a
someone who wants to
full-fledged
come to
Green
the
Team
meeting.
member or the CEP project. I mean,
Both,
we'd be
maybe.
happy to have people sign up for both. um, the Green Team we meet once a month. So I'll answer that question first. And we do work in between. And people work as much as they can. We're a group of volunteers. And, we do what we can. The more people we have, we're down a couple people right now. The more people we have, the more we can get done. It's that simple. The CEP, well, we've never done this before, so we really don't know. The January 28th meeting is going to, if you sign up to come, we will send out the kind of information we just showed you tonight, all the different strategies that we might consider to get people thinking and coming to the meeting with ideas. But depending on how many people we get and how many strategies we decide to tackle, I would say that ideally, we would be able to break down into sub-teams and each sub-team just take an area. And, if you have 3 people on your team, then you all research, you pull the information, and then you come up with some recommendations, which you share with the larger group. So it's not going to be a ridiculous amount of time because it can't be because we have a limited time frame to do this in, So, and we're all volunteers. So this is not coming out of, probably the evenings will be when the meetings are, just so that we can have everybody represented. So
And
we
what did you
probably
say?
won't.
And
I'm
what
sorry,
did you
what?
say, Mary Rose, was in the timeline? Was it by June we
By
wanted a
June.
report? Okay.
Yeah, because in July and August, we're supposed to be socializing the plan with the community and getting, feedback so we
Yep.
can incorporate it in the actual report. I think by June, we will have the work plan filled out. And we'll have to figure out how to represent that and make it available to the community. Maybe we'll have a session. When they did the session for the roundabout that they're planning over by the pool club, they had the engineers come in with some, and they stood at tables in the foyer of town hall, and people could just mill about and talk to people behind the tables. So maybe we can do something like that. Maybe a table for each initiative that we're considering, and maybe do it before a township committee meeting when people might be coming to town hall anyway. So, we'll have to figure out how to do that, but we're supposed to be doing that during July and August so that we have time to actually write the document and put it before the township committee for their review and approval.
Yep.
I think we have
But I
enough.
mean, I just think it's such a unique opportunity that it's bound to create ongoing improved relationships too between these different entities, I think. There's some really potentially great outcomes of this, getting people talking to each other.
For sure. All right, there's another question. I'm not sure I understand it. It says, do you have an idea of what the areas for the CEP will be, or is it too early to ask? I felt
I
like,
think that it's going to depend on what people come to January 28th with. People who are looking at this list of 42 initiatives saying, oh, I'm really interested in this, and I think this is something our town should do, and this is why. So come with your ideas and we'll put it all together. Who knows? Maybe we'll have 50 people there and we can take on 5 initiatives. I don't know.
maybe
We'll see what we get. We'll go from
weekends
there.
make light work, right?
Yes, exactly right.
Right, let's see if there are one more question. Right, now's the time to get your questions in if anyone else has any more questions. I'll give it another few seconds to see. The presentation was very thorough, so I think you answered a lot of questions, but the time commitment was a good one. Um,
It's a very good one.
what if somebody wants to be involved but can't make that particular Tuesday evening? Is there still an
They
opportunity to
should
be
they
involved?
should register anyway so we can send them the information. There's a registration form right on the top of the Green Team webpage that Town Hall made for us. And when you fill that out, I get an email, Town Hall gets an email. So we're creating a list with your email addresses and we'll send the information out to everybody. And then we can just email back and forth. Our our email, we have an official email, which is greenteam@holmdeltownship.com, but that redirects to our Gmail account. So you'll get an email from holmdelgreenteam@gmail.com when we reply.
Are there any other
It's not
questions?
spam. Don't let it go to your spam folder.
Anyone have any more questions for Mary Rose or Betsy? No, let me check one more time. Okay, I don't see any other questions. I think you guys covered all the really pertinent information, so thank you. Any last comments before we close out? No?
Okay, my comment is if I had to predict what initiatives we would work at, I know what I'm coming to January 28th with. So not that I get to decide, but I'm going to make a strong plug for there's one about reaching out to residents to do the kinds of things that we just talked about this evening and somehow promoting those energy efficiencies in the home. So I'm hoping that some subset of people will want to work with me on that to get the word out to Holmdel residents. But honestly, building efficiency and improving building efficiency in the municipal buildings and the school buildings, we don't know where they are, and that's why we need to do an energy audit. And the transportation sector is a very big contributor to our greenhouse gas emissions. So those are the three things I would focus on if I were to pick 3 initiatives today, but it's going to be a group decision.
Very exciting. All right, well, thank you, Mary Rose and Betsy, for sharing your time with us and your expertise with us. And thank you to the entire Holmdel Green team for everything you do for our community. I have to say, we live in a really wonderful community, and a big part of that is volunteers like you just working for the quality of life for all of us. So you talked about the collaboration between departments, especially DPW. It's just, we're very fortunate. We have a lot of people working very hard in our community and volunteering their time and working very well with all of the staff. So thank you for doing that.
And thank you. Likewise.
Thank you. So, no matter where you live in Holmdel, there is a good chance that the work CELU volunteers have been doing for the past 27 years has had a good impact on your quality of life. We've been working to protect our watershed, preserve our natural resources, and advocate for an open and transparent government. So, we will continue to do this important work. And if you want to get involved in your community and meet some very nice people, we ask you to consider joining us as well. We will be hosting Sergeant Christopher Turney from the Holmdel Police Department on February 24th. That'll be a Zoom call, and he will be providing information on Neighborhood Watch. So please join us on February 24th if you can. Our annual meeting and potluck will take place on Friday, March 28th, and we encourage all members to come out and participate in our board elections, as well as enjoy some food and some fellowship with fellow CELU members. So please do come out for that, Friday, March 28th. And of course, we hope to see everyone for Earth Day at Bayonet Farm on Sunday, April 27th. If you'd like more information about our upcoming events, please visit us on Facebook. That's Citizens for Informed Land Use -CELU, or visit our website, which is holmdel-celu.org. Thank you again. Thank you to the Green Team, and good night.
Thank you, Julie.
Bye.